Hello, I'm Joseph Fiore. I am principal percussion for the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra. I have been in the youth orchestra for 2 years, and prior to that, I was in the Young Artists Orchestra for 3 years. It has taught me about discipline, professionalism, and just how to improve myself musically. I think the hardest thing about being in the orchestra is, and especially as percussion, right? Because you don't get all the parts you want to play all the time, but at the end of the day, you still have to do them well. And it has taught me about what I have to do rather than what I want to do. This extends so much further than just music. I'm an athlete. I compete in powerlifting, and one of the things, you have to be strict on your diet, discipline on your lifting program, all this different type of stuff. In school, schoolwork, I don't want to do it, but I have to. Practicing, right, just for music. You don't want to do scales every day, but you have to. And through this orchestra, I've found a love for that discipline, and it has really changed me as a person. Most likely performing in Verizon Hall. I remember my first time walking on that stage, and I'd thought about the times growing up that I'd seen the orchestra and how much I wanted to be on that stage. Walking on there for the first time and being able to perform, I think it was Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony, was truly something special, and I always hold that dear to me. So, my PYO audition was horrendous. I had never taken an audition before. I didn't know what to prepare because I didn't have a teacher. I remember walking in, not knowing what's going on, with almost nothing prepared, just thinking, they don't really care about percussion, it was just gonna be whatever. And I remember the exact excerpt. It was Danzone number 2, it was a Marquez, and the timpani part, and there's a tuning change in the middle of it. And I never used the style of timpani that we own. And I just remember completely kicking it out of tune, stopping, and going, I don't know how to use this, in the middle of my audition. And Maestro Irwin walked up to me and just patted me on the back and sent me out of the room. But I made it, so something went well there. It would most likely be prepare yourself. Something a very famous jazz musician named David Friedman told me, because I have stage anxiety when I perform jazz, right? He told me, when you go on stage or when you go in an audition room, the number one most important thing is that you trust yourself. Trust the work that you've put in, trust the hours you've spent on your work, because the moment you stop trusting yourself is the moment your music fails. Or if you're doing jazz, it's the moment the music stops flowing. And confidence, I think that is one of the big things that Maestro Scaglione or Maestro Irwin can really tell in a player is, no matter how good you are at your instrument, if you are not confident in yourself, you will not sound good. And they can see past the mistakes in the audition, the nerves, but trusting yourself is definitely the most important. Just do your best. Like I said, trust yourself. It is one of those things that's worth taking a risk for. My life I don't know where it would be right now if it weren't for the youth orchestra and what I'd be doing. It has completely set me down a path that I could have never imagined myself in a position like this 3 or 4 years ago.